steal the Helio. Why? So you could just lock me up? No. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
In the hell do you think you are?
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
For how long?
Forever. Yeah, let's
No, please,
Let's have it.
You don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
So, Asi, tell me.
What up there?
With the Arrowverse getting ready to start back up, which show are you most excited for?
Now, I'm going to tell you, man, I've been watching the trailers for everything that's coming up. I saw some Brainiac 5 action happening in Supergirl. I saw some the kids working it out with the dad and Black Lightning. Green Arrow has some amazing stuff in it. I saw the Elseworld stuff happening. Can't forget about Legends of Tomorrow too, of course.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm probably most excited about The Flash, man. I'm just always about. I like me some Flash, dude.
Nah.
If I'm allowed to say that.
No. You can say whatever you want, but that's probably at the bottom of my list. But it's just me. I think I'm over the speedster thing.
Okay, so let me ask you something there, Scott. Which show are you most interested to see?
Oh, without a question.
Based off the trailers.
Oh, without a question, Arrow. Just off the trailers. It's not even close.
I gotta tell you, man, you've always been an Arrow fan. Tell me why you're excited to see this Arrow, this new season of Arrow coming up.
Well, so there's been this rumor of this potential Green Arrow movie that was supposed to come out called Escape from Supermax, and it's pretty much where he goes to prison and he has to fight every bad guy that he's put away on his way out of prison. And the first at least 3 or 4 episodes are going to be based off of that premise. So that's got me really excited. You're going to see a rogues list of villains come back. Somebody else is in the Green Arrow hood, and it's not Diggle. So there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. But before we get too deep into that, let me set the table. This is Take a Knee for DC versus Marvel. I am your host. This is Scott, aka Regular Scott. My guest, Ozzy Fillmore. Ozzy, say what's up.
What up? Hi.
As you may have noticed, there's only 2 voices here. We are missing V's. Shout out to V's. He will be back for the next episode, so don't worry, all you V's fans. He will be back. All right.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into the news. You got anything for me, or you want me to just start throwing the big stuff out there?
No, man, throw it out there, man. Hey, I got my bat out. I'm ready. Let's throw it.
All right, dude. First of all, you ain't never picked up a bat in your life.
Oh man, dude, man. Dude, I got a Louisville Slugger, man.
All right. So, Dark Phoenix trailer. One of the things that I don't know how I forgot, but I did forget to ask was, who do you think is in that coffin?
See, listen, this is one of those weirdo things, man. You don't know what they're gonna do, man. It could. Are they gonna put Scott Summers in there? Have her Scott again in the movie verse? Or, I don't know. I don't know. Because at one point I was like, oh, is it like literally her representation of her parents? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I can 100% tell you it's not Scott Summers.
Okay, because this is good. Tell me, who do you think is in there?
Ah, man. To be honest, I really haven't given much thought. But if I had to throw one out there, I'd probably say Mystique.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go with Jennifer Lawrence. They don't care about continuity at this point.
Huh.
I mean,
that's interesting. Man.
I mean, it doesn't mean they have to stay dead.
Oh, true that. But you know what I mean. Like they killed off Scott Summers before. They might want to do that jump again. I hear you on that.
Nah, it can't be that crazy. Maybe they'll kill off Quicksilver.
Right. But let me tell you, man, Magneto, what's up with that cat, dude?
Yo, you were harping on this last time. You're just not a Fassbender fan.
No, I do like Fassbender, but this guy, after the first time he's betrayed you, you kind of think this dude is not really a good dude,
Well, you always try to look for the bright side in people.
Yeah, man, and Professor X definitely has looked for the bright side in this cat. Even when he's tried to kill the president, sent a stadium into the middle of D.C. and to circle the White House.
Well,
I mean,
let me put it to you the same way, just in a different perspective. Magneto and Professor X were created based off of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. So don't you think Martin Luther King at every turn would welcome Malcolm X, to the non-violent side, no matter how many times he betrayed him?
Yes, that's true. But at some point, I'm glad you said that. But at a point, Malcolm X even started going, okay, there is another way, where he even started saying we can do peaceful coexistence between all of us. I mean, but knowing that there's history and that there needs to be some kind of acknowledgement of the history, Magneto doesn't do that. Magneto just believes that. I think at his core, at Magneto's core, right or wrong, he believes that mutants should be superior, and he feels that he should be the leader of the superior race. I could dig it if he's all like, they're superior, but this dude should be the leader. But he thinks at the end of the day, he should be the one sitting on the throne.
I can't deny that.
See, and that's where the problem is.
I can't deny that.
It still turns into a me, my way, my vision.
Well, he's going to end up being the bad guy, but he's going to help him at some point. So
he always does too. I'm like, come on, man.
The Fox and Sony merger is rumored to be closing in early 2019, which would give them more than enough time to film a cameo or a few extra scenes, maybe throw in a couple X-Men The Infinity War, just a couple things like that. Do you think anything big will come of this, or do you think this is something that's going to kind of show its ramifications a couple years down the road?
I'm going to tell you what, here are my predictions for that. The next Infinity War will have the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and the Avengers in it.
Let me hold on. No. Let me just stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. You can continue, but let me just say this: there will be no Fantastic Four in the Infinity War. But continue.
No. Maybe before I was so rudely interrupted.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, before I was so rudely interrupted.
I apologize.
Let Uncle Ozzy finish here.
Please do.
The next Infinity War movie will have Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and all the X-Men in it. Do you know why I say that?
I'm waiting.
Because I'm full of it. They'll never ever happen. Let me tell you that. Dude, the merger is nothing. We will not see anything happening with that merger for the next couple years.
Just to say nothing.
We will not. We won't.
You literally just said it was nothing. Like you literally did all that just to say nothing. Like literally.
Yeah,
nothing.
I know, man. I was trying to build up some suspense and everything. But let me tell you, man. Everybody, that's everybody's little wet dream. Oh, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and X-Men, Infinity War, Thanos. No, man, it won't be happening like that, dude.
That would be a really cool little scene, though.
Did I not build it up for that, man?
I mean,
Come on, can you imagine? Can you imagine all that happening?
While we're talking about potential crossovers and stuff, the Venom movie is projected to make $68 million this weekend and open at number 1. What do you think about that?
Man, now the reviews have been interesting.
Well, it's been 30% so far on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, but the actual fans who vote on it and give it a review have been loving it.
Okay, well, I like a ride, dude. I will be catching it this weekend. I know that much, so I'll be glad to be reporting on that to you all, to everyone as of next week. But yeah, we'll see. What do you think, man?
I think it's good. I would want there to be a sequel because I want to see Venom. I want to see this Venom and Spider-Man fight. The last Venom we got was a little guy, little scrawny dude that Tobey Maguire was knocking around. This Venom at least looks menacing and looks like he'd be a problem. And Tom Holland's a good Spider-Man, so I think it'd be a good mix.
Well, see, here's the problem: is he too good of a Venom to be up against that Spider-Man?
No, that's part of Spider-Man's charm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got to be the underdog. It adds a little bit more suspense to it because I have a hard time believing Spider-Man has trouble with a lot of his villains as it is. Venom would be one I wouldn't have that problem with.
Yeah. I just got been watching before the show, man. Homecoming. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
How was that?
Oh man.
Okay.
It'll be my second time TV watching. Sorry, apologize everybody. Third time viewing like film watching everything. Some good parts in it. Marissa, very good. Some parts in it. I'm just like, come on, man, come on.
Yeah, I know.
But I will say this: you got Michael Keaton, played Birdman, played played Vulture, and also played Batman. This dude has a thing for like animals with wings. So that's my take on that. Yeah, man. So that's all I'm saying about that, man. So it's interesting. But again, man, Marissa Tomei. All right, anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Let's see. Titans trailer.
Whew.
What do you think?
Yeah, everybody is gawking, and I gotta process it myself about this whole Starfire thing.
I think people are making a big deal about it before you see anything. They've probably only shown images from the first episode. That's what most of these like season premiere trailers and stuff do. So I don't think we need to worry about it until we actually see at least half a season.
Yeah, oh yeah, I agree. I just think that based off of what I saw, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna watch it, dude. I'll be a gleeful participant. You know?
Yeah, I'm all in on
Yeah,
I'm all in on Dick Grayson on this one.
yeah, you man. Of course, well, you always are,
I'm
man. The
hoping I'm
Dick
hoping to
Grayson
get
fan.
a Nightwing transformation because there is going to be a Tim Drake.
Oh, well, let me tell you this too, man. I'm also interested to see the backstory between him and Batman. You know?
On that, do you think we'll get any Batman?
Man, dude, we might catch a
Because I
shadow.
don't think we'll get any Batman. No Batman.
I was so here. Let me throw something else out there to you this way. Will we get any Bruce Wayne?
No, we won't get anybody
Wow.
from the movies.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So no Cyborg either,
Wow.
unless he's done with the movies.
No, I mean, but see, this whole universe.
But no. You know what? Cyborg don't need a movie. The only
Well,
reason
yeah,
the
but
only reason they want him to have a movie is because he's the only black actor they have in their universe.
yeah, true. That's true.
He doesn't
But
need a movie. He'd be a perfect addition to a TV series. Same actor.
no, I know. I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I feel that that movie is like just a waste of time, and they should definitely have Cyborg in the show. You know,
Yeah, at some
but
point.
again, they don't have to keep continuity with everything.
They
They don't
should,
have to.
though.
This could be a different universe.
No, they should. There
You
needs to
know,
be a Deathstroke at some point. You know,
we'll see.
all that.
We'll see. We'll see. But here's your thing, dude. You can't have it both ways. You
No,
can't
I can.
say
No,
that.
I'm a comic book fan. I can have whatever I want.
Right, yeah, but at one point you were saying you can't have a Batman, can't have a Bruce Wayne in there. But then you got Deathstroke that happened in Arrow, so that's always good.
But that's a TV.
Weirdo,
That's a TV show. That's a different universe.
right? And Titans is a TV show too.
And they only used Deathstroke until they were going to use him in the movie. Then they got rid of Deathstroke.
And check it, dude. Yeah, for real, he's in the movie too. I don't know if we're gonna see a Deathstroke because then that also means we got to see a Terra too.
And that's what I want. I want a Judas
Well,
contract.
we'll see, dude. We will see. I just want to see how this whole Raven thing
Yeah, it should be
transforms
with
itself.
Trigon.
Again, Trigon. You
So
know,
final thing. Then we'll move on to our main topic. I was about to blow that. Daredevil season 3 trailer.
hey man, all in.
Well, I guess I might as
well.
well just go ahead and blow it since I was going to. We get Bullseye. What do you
Yeah.
think? That's what you think about Bullseye?
No. Oh, it paused.
Great.
Um,
So yeah, well, Bullseye is probably Daredevil's greatest villain. Is that fair to say?
actually, Daredevil's two greatest villains are Bullseye
And Elektra?
Kingpin. No, Bullseye and Kingpin.
So I was right.
Kingpin and Bullseye, yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right.
Did you say Kingpin and Bullseye?
I said Bullseye.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But you're saying before,
Because Bullseye kills Elektra in the comics, right?
right? True, but before there was Bullseye, there was Kingpin. Kingpin sends the contract through Bullseye, so everything has been generated through Kingpin.
And you pretty much see all that in the trailer. So I'm not giving away anything.
Typhoon Mary, everything,
The only thing I might have given away is Bullseye, but they'll be telling you that here soon in the next trailer. So this is just giving you a heads up.
Yeah. Hey, folks. Regular Scott just gave a regular spoiler alert.
It's not a spoil.
So-
It's not a spoiler. They're gonna tell you the next trailer will present him as Bullseye.
Right. So so for all y'all who haven't
You,
gotten the next trailer,
listen.
that's a spoiler alert.
Listen. If you're listening to this podcast, you probably already figured out that was Bullseye. And if you
Right.
if you didn't, now you do.
Yeah, because regular Scott gave you a regular spoiler alert.
Listen. Regular Scott is just here trying to do a regular job on a regular day.
Dude, man. While his above average uncle is here to kick some back to him about some Daredevil. No, but hey,
What up?
are we going to see the night nurse again?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then are we going to see any of the members? Are we going to hand again?
Nope.
Wow. Yeah.
Hopefully, me personally, I'd like to get a Danny Rand cameo. I think that would work.
But only if there's hand members in there, though.
No, it doesn't need to be. Like Danny's supposed to be holding down the city while he's gone. So when Matt comes back, they could team up for a little bit.
Ugh. Man, that whole Iron Fist thing, dude, bums me out.
Well, let's end this on a sour note then.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. We're on to the Arrowverse.
Yes.
So I guess I'll start it since I'm a little more familiar with the Arrowverse. The Arrowverse to me has kind of been the anchor of the DC universe. And I say that because that has been the most consistent thing that DC has had live action, I would say, ever. I mean, it's been you can argue Batman and Superman and all that, but they had different actors and they were reboots and rehashing the same story. These have been original shows, original content, and when I say original, it's obviously based off the comics, but they're doing this every year. Arrow's going on its 7th season. You know what I mean? And before that, sure. Smallville was on for 12 seasons or something like that. And that laid the foundation for the Arrowverse. So to me, DC needs the Arrowverse to thrive.
I don't think so, man. Because they're I will tell you this: the Arrowverse has about a couple more years left.
I'm gonna tell you why that's incorrect.
Okay.
Every 2-3 years, the Arrowverse comes out with a new show. Every one of those new shows has been a hit, except for Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, see, you're putting the whole gambit in there when you say the Arrowverse, man. I thought you were just meaning Green Arrow.
No, I'm talking about the whole Arrowverse.
The whole verse. Well, the whole Arrowverse is its whole like separate world to me,
Well, I know, but that's what I mean. But it's the most well-established universe they have.
Yeah, I concur. Hey, man, let's do that one over again, and let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the Arrowverse thing again.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll edit that out. Don't worry.
Yeah, man, I can count on your editing skills, man.
Yeah,
don't
worry. I'll get that in post edit.
Yeah, I'll focus more on the questions. So, yeah, the Arrowverse is dope, dude.
No. You had your chance. We're going to the next question. You should have been paying attention. That's what you get.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right. So, you said you watched all the trailers except for Arrow.
Yep.
I can pretty much tell you what you missed. He's in jail. He's got to fight all his villains. A new guy shows up in the hood. The Longbow Hunters will be the main villains. And so, what show do you think has the most to prove out of the 5?
Well, Legends of Tomorrow, because it's doing the worst.
Okay,
Right here. Here, I'll make this short. The worst has the most.
I'm gonna say Black Lightning has the most to prove this season.
Why? Oh yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. I hear
because I
that. I
don't.
hear
I
that.
mean, we don't. I don't want this to be a flash in the pan. Like anybody can have a good first season. These Black Lightning has potential to have spinoff after spinoff. This is where we're gonna get our Static Shock. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Our characters like that. So I think this season needs to prove that it has legs. It needs to prove that it can stay for a few seasons, or it's going to end up like Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow, man. They're struggling, dude. That trailer, dude, with that big.
Hey man, they just put all the people they got under contract that they don't have no show for in that show.
Well, they basically said, "Yo, I don't care." You know?
We'll just put characters out there.
Yeah.
So let's kind of break these shows down. We don't have to talk long about each one, but let's kind of hit each one. Hit a couple key topics, talk about a couple characters, and kind of go from there. Let's start with Black Lightning while we're on it. So,
All right.
like we said, real good first season. Off of the trailer, you got any predictions for this season?
No, it's gonna be good, man. I like to see always to see our villainous albino out there.
Tobias.
Yeah, man, Tobias is good, dude. And also his two daughters, seeing them mature and come to their own. I like that representation of that. It's because it's similar to like, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
I like the expansion of his powers, which is always nice because it's just like, it's more than just electricity. It's like more than just an offensive weapon. It can be defensive too, which I love, which is like a testament to him and his power. So it's nice. It's good.
And I concur with all that. I don't really have a lot to say. I'm hoping that this show has got some staying power, because if you look at it, besides this show, there are no black representation in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we got Diggle, and Diggle's great, but I don't want to claim Iris West because she's the worst character in the entire Arrowverse.
No, Diggle, Iris West, Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, Jimmy! I forgot. I always forget about Jimmy.
Also,
The Guardian.
they're going to start their own spinoff called the Bootleg Justice League.
Come on.
So,
Well, actually,
yeah,
no. While we're talking about all that, let's go ahead and go to Supergirl. The main villain for Supergirl is going to be Manchester Black.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Whatever, dude.
This is probably my least favorite show.
I saw.
Out of even I like Legends of Tomorrow better than this.
No, man. I mean, dude, I saw Brainiac 5. I was just like, ugh, come on.
I'm pretty sure they did a Doomsday.
Well, and also the worst thing is this, like, not just the Mon-El thing was weird. That show, man. I mean, I know people love it, but just that Superman was just like, oh, he looked so just. You wanted to at least have a Superman that's like,
He's no Henry Cavill.
No, he looks like normal man.
Looks like he's cosplaying.
Yeah, exactly, dude. He's like, I'm coming to Comic-Con.
Any thoughts on the Martian Manhunter or Miss Martian?
His parents rocketed him from Krypton to just come to Comic-Con. I'm sorry. What was your question again?
Any thoughts on Martian Manhunter or Miss Martian?
Or a what, Scott? Or even Supergirl's sister too. No, I have no thoughts on them.
What about the Guardian?
Well, man, I mean, he shouldn't have never been Guardian, dude.
It should have been Diggle.
It should have always been Diggle.
It should have been Diggle, man.
It just was a natural conclusion of things. You know, but
Jimmy
then, but then they,
Olsen, man, why?
it makes no sense. It's just dumb.
He's already the token guy on the show,
right.
and then you make him the Guardian.
And
Like
then
that's
she's
not
always,
cool. That's not
she's
cool.
always like pulling rank on him.
Yeah, like that's
I don't condone what you do, and he's just like, oh, all right. I'm like, dude,
Like,
come on, man.
yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah, why you trying to sweat her, dude? You know Superman. You can sweat any girl.
Yeah,
you
man.
know. Come on, dude.
Yeah, it'll probably be a decent season. I will definitely watch the premiere, probably the mid-season premiere, and the finale and the crossover episode.
Yep, exactly. I know the same thing, man. I'm interested in seeing what this.
I will check out Manchester Black too.
Well, I'm interested to see what this Elseworld thing is. You know, that's going to be pretty interesting.
Let's not jump the gun, okay? Let's not jump the gun. We'll get there. We're getting to Elseworld.
Okay.
That's coming. To the Flash. This is the show you were most excited about.
No, well, it's a good. I always like the Flash. I appreciate that show. You know, I know you don't like Iris, but whatever.
No. I don't. I think Iris is a beautiful woman. But I decided that Iris was the worst character in the Arrowverse when she told Barry Allen that, Barry, you are not the Flash. We are the Flash.
Huh.
That was the point when I decided that I'm done with her.
Well, why?
What do you mean? No. Because Barry Allen is the Flash. You are Team Flash. You are not the Jordans. You are Team Jordan.
Well, I mean, but you know, she was.
No. You can't defend that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, she said.
If Alfred went to Bruce Wayne and said, "You're not Batman. We're Batman,"
Bruce Wayne would be like, you know what? You have a point, Alfred. You know?
So Lois Lane could go up to Superman and be like, "You're not Superman. We are Superman."
But so.
Like,
I will tell you this. If you're going to use the Lois Lane and the Superman analogy, let me hip you to something.
I already know she was Superman or Superwoman.
No, that's not what I'm going to hip you to.
Oh.
Why don't you have a seat in your chair and be something real quick?
I'm already in my chair.
Good. You should buckle up. Lois Lane was the one that coined the term Superman. So hence, if she were to say, we are Superman, she would be within her right because she gave him a name. He never had a quote-unquote a name until she coined that.
So you agree with Iris West.
And let me help you out with one more thing. Who coined the term The Flash?
Iris West.
Well then, let's get back to the originals.
So you agree with Iris West?
I agree in the sense of the world. Dude. In the sense of their world, knowing that Iris is going to, in the sense of their world with like Iris and the wives that are connected with the superheroes and how they have to have this world, you know. I dig it, dude. I understand. All
right. Great. Yeah, well, there you go. That's awesome. So Flash, is this going to be a bounce back season for it after a disappointing season 4?
I think it's
or wait a minute. Or did you enjoy season 4?
No, I think what needs to happen. I think this season should usher in, and they should just have some fun and usher in a lot of other things. Because I think they might have just.
Well, you know who the villain is, right?
They ran out of juice. Who's the villain? Talk to me about this.
Cicada.
Why?
Why? Hey man, hey look, this is your show. This is the one that you're excited about. So,
No, but I know that.
and one of the episodes is called "The Death of Vibe." So,
Oh God, Cisco.
Cisco, that's your boy.
Yeah, that dude. Here's what's going to happen. My prediction is he does not die. He gets sent to that freaking Earth X, whatever.
What about Nora Allen? What are your thoughts on her? We got her in her full costume. What do you think she's running from the future from? What do you think she's trying to fix?
Who knows, man? It could be on some impulse stuff from Young Justice, you know?
Nah.
Well, you have to think about it because they still have that. The first season when he disappeared, they kind of try to cover that, but that could be part of the whole thing too.
Are we gonna get a Bart Allen?
More than likely, if they do another season, or as an ender to this, we'll be introduced to all of his family members.
Because let's not forget, we got a Wally West. He's in the background, always in the background.
Yeah. Well, Wally. Oh, Wally. Wally should go over to the Titans, dude.
Nah, bump Wally, dude. So do you actually? Yeah, that's a good call.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's a good call. I like
that. Man. Come on, man.
That'd be a good second season addition.
They need a speedster in there.
So any predictions for the season? Anything? Do you think anything crazy will happen? Any major characters will die? Anything big?
Nah. Yeah, the vibe.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. They've been all over the place, man. Like I said, I sit down, I enjoy the ride, and just knowing that it's going to come to an end sooner than later.
Flash hasn't had a good season since season 2, so
it's true. But I'm still in. I will say I will stick to something until it's done.
Yeah, but that's what you can do.
So,
last thought. Are there too many speedsters on the Flash?
Yes. Everybody, they should do the last season of the Flash should be them in a city full of speedsters, and the villain is an average guy who walks normal.
Well, that's pretty much what this season and the last season were. The last season they fought some guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, dude, my lord, man, they as the Flash versus a person in a walker, it is crazy, man. Because everyone is a speedster.
Yeah, I'm not a Flash guy, man. First season was great, incredible, one of the best seasons on the Arrowverse. Second season was good. Then it just started getting repetitive. Too many speedsters. There's still Jesse Quick out there somewhere. There's just way too many of them.
Yeah, man. Too many yellow speedsters too. Good God, it just doesn't stop.
I'm done with it.
I hear that too.
Arrow, my show. What I think is the flagship show, the godfather of comic book shows on TV and being gritty and realistic. Stephen Amell, the godfather of the Arrowverse. The best character in the Arrowverse.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm gonna tell you how I really feel about it. Stephen Amell is the Green Arrow. Let me tell you something about the Green Arrow. I could care less about the Green Arrow before I watched that TV show. After I watched that TV show, I was all in. First episode, he breaks the guy's neck and tells him, "No one can know my secret." Once he did that, he showed he's ruthless. He doesn't care. I was all in. They brought a realistic take to a superhero show, and all of this that we're talking about is because of this show right here. That's how I feel.
No, yeah, and they went from him killing everybody to him deciding not to kill everybody.
Well, he had some growth. there's character growth allowed.
Yeah, yeah.
And him, the season of him not killing is arguably, well, not arguably, is the worst season in the show's history. So I'm glad he's back to killing.
Well, him and Batman will have a reckoning at that point.
Well, he'll never meet Batman, but we will get a Batwoman. But let's we'll get to that here in a minute. Let's talk a little bit more about Arrow. Was season 6 the best season of Arrow yet?
You tell me. That's your show. I'm not
season 6. Season
I
6.
I could tell you about season 2.
Hey, well, let me tell you this: as good as season 6 was, it's in the bottom. It's in the bottom half. It's number 4. I think season 2 is with Deathstroke and the way he plays with his family. I think that's hands down the best season. I think season 5 is the second best season, and only narrowly edges out season 1. And that's
Why
because
do you think season 5 is the best season?
Well, 1, I think because it rebounded off of season 4, which was absolutely terrible. Well, let me rephrase. It wasn't absolutely terrible, but it wasn't good. And season 5 rebounded really well. I thought there was a lot of character growth. I thought it arguably had the best villain in the Arrowverse, period, in Prometheus.
Wow.
There was a lot of twists and turns to the end. They changed the main villain halfway through. Season 5 was really good. And just a little tidbit for you, Stephen Amell and the producers and all them, when they started the show, it was originally supposed to end at season 5.
Oh, wow.
So and that's why the flashbacks were ended at season 5.
No.
Yep.
Oh, look at you, little arrow guy.
Hey, that's my show, man. Like I genuinely enjoy that show. Let's see here. Any predictions for the show? You got any predictions?
I think that we're gonna. We'll see.
That's all you got for me?
We'll see. I just had a sick little one walk through the door.
Great. Everybody cover your mouths. There's a sick little one walking through your radio right now, or whatever you're listening through. Well, I think it should be a good season. I think the first half of the season is going to be really good. I'm just not sure about the main villain, the Longbow Hunters. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you should talk about what you think about the first 3 episodes that are going to be coming out.
Well, I already told you. I think they're going to be the Supermax.
Yeah, you should. You should expand on that a little bit more.
Oh well, I think he'll be. I think you'll get the Bronze Tiger. I think you'll get Vinnie Jones's character. Well, these are the ones we've seen. So Vinnie Jones' character, Cody Rhodes is there. Let's see. Anybody else that's going to be in there? No, I think that's all the ones that are shown. And I just think that you're going to see where how all the characters fall apart without Oliver Queen there. They all thought their life would be better if Oliver Queen wasn't there. I think him being in jail is going to show how, as hard and as stubborn and as stuck in his ways as he is, there's something about him that unites the team. I think that's going to come across real strong. I think his son's going to play a big role. I think we're going to get a major death this year. I think somebody's going to die, and I also think Roy Harper is in the Green Arrow suit.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm gonna just throw that out there now.
Predictions from regular Scott.
That's my main prediction. I think Roy Harper's in the suit. I think we'll get a Roy Harper cameo. I can't really see who else could be in the suit.
Yeah, that is interesting. Or maybe it's a female Green Arrow.
Nah, it's too big. He's too big.
Okay.
Whoever.
Okay.
Well, I mean, unless maybe, but the person looked too thick.
No, I mean, well, they don't have to match to be literally in the same suit, bro.
But you know what would be real sweet is if it was Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. That would be awesome.
That might happen too.
That would be awesome. What a way to bring him back.
I
think that'd be
agree.
cool.
I agree.
Let's see here. Let's talk about the crossovers. They've had 3 crossovers so far. Oh, hold on. Legends of Tomorrow. You got anything?
No, man. All I gotta say is just that, dude. Seeing that huge, crazy, terrible CGI creature, and then people at Woodstock, I was like, they're done. They got nothing left.
Yeah, well, we don't have a lot on Supergirl. I mean, on Legends of Tomorrow. Let's see here. Crossovers. So, which one would you think was the best one?
With crossovers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you should start. What do you think was the best crossover?
I think it was Flash versus Arrow. First one they had where they fought each other.
Oh, you didn't like the mega crossover with Supergirl and all those folks? I like that one.
That Crisis on Infinite X is number 2. The one with the what do they call it? The Ravengers or something is number 3. But I the first Arrow Flash one is really good. They, Arrow shows what he's made of by being able to hold off the Flash.
Yeah, but realistically, that would never ever happen. So,
No. It absolutely can. If somebody's predictable and you know what they're gonna do, you can prepare for that.
Right. But
And it wasn't like he was hand to hand like blocking him. He was just outsmarting him.
Yeah. But again,
and to be fair, this is in the first season of Flash. He's just learning how to really use his power. So he's not at full power. He doesn't really know what he could do yet.
no, I think that's all true. I will say that if it was now, Green Arrow would stand no chance.
Nah, I disagree. I think Green Arrow could beat anybody. So what do you think about the crossover coming up this year with Elseworld?
I think that's going to be awesome, man. I look forward to that. That's going to be just,
Why?
if it's anything like the comics,
Why?
it's going to be great.
Why?
Just because the Elseworld of the comics was really good and it just gave you a different perspective. And I always like the alternate timelines and alternate universes personally.
Batwoman.
Yeah, and what about her?
Thoughts. She's coming. She's going to get her own show next year.
Ugh, they shouldn't do that. They're saturating everything. It's just silly.
Well, it's coming.
I
And
know it's
so
coming,
if
but
that's
they-
coming, do you think that means that another one of the shows is ending?
Legends of Tomorrow is gone, dude.
It's gone. Huh? That's it. This is it.
Yeah. Well,
What are they going to do with all those characters?
I
They're
don't
just
know.
going to ride off in the sunset?
That's not for me to say. I can just tell you that that show is done. It is finished.
Ruby Rose.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
You talk to me about it.
No, Ruby Rose. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Oh. What do you think?
I think she'll be a good Batwoman.
I don't know, man.
I've seen her in a few action flicks. She's real good. She was real good in John Wick 2.
I know. I remember. I still just don't think we need to be doing all that. It's just Gotham, Batwoman, everything. It's just too much.
It's gonna be dope. This is the closest we're gonna get. Well, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna have Batwoman and Supergirl be, do the Superman Batman thing.
Yeah,
World's greatest,
I stand by and say right now, useless.
This is also the closest we're gonna get to Green Arrow and Batman meeting.
Again, it's useless. It is uselessness skirting around the edges, man.
All right, so let's final couple questions on the Arrowverse. Which season out of all the seasons of all the shows is the best?
Which season out of all the shows of all the seasons?
I mean, there's only 12, 14, 17, 18, 19 seasons total.
Well, see, I have a whole. I'm going to say season 2 of The Flash.
Why?
It just was just very emotional. He was learning his powers. It was good to me. And by the way, I'm just not a Green Arrow fan. So.
Hey, so what? But what about season 2 made it better than season 1? Because some people say season 1 is the best season in all of the Arrowverse. Some people even me maybe.
Well, season 1 was fine, but I thought season 2
how disrespectful.
Really, I just like.
You're so disrespectful. Fine. Season 3 was fine. That's so disrespectful. My best season ever is
this season of Legend of Tomorrow.
I'm gonna give a cop-out answer. Actually, I'll give you 2 answers. How about that? I'll double it up. My favorite season is Arrow season 5.
Why?
I think I thought Prometheus was awesome. I thought the twist with Vigilante was really good. I thought the cliffhanger at the end of the year with the island blowing up and you not knowing who was going to survive was really good. I mean, the follow-up could have been better. The storyline with him and his son and like him having to choose between his son and pretty much his entire family and his son's family, and he chose his son. I think that was probably my favorite season. It was pretty emotional. I actually was into it a lot. I was pretty pissed off about some of the stuff. But I would say Arrow season 2 is the best season.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, Arrow season 2 is the best season in the Arrowverse.
Arrow season 2 is to you. Okay.
There it is. Stamping it. Approved. It's a wrap. That's it. Arrow. I'm telling you. Watch Arrow.
You've heard it here first, folks. After you watch season 2 of The Flash, please take care and go to Arrow.
Listen, you're going to watch season 2 and be like, why didn't I stop at season 1?
Yeah, I'm going to watch season 2 and be like, man, I'm so glad I stopped season.
All right. Anything else on the Arrowverse?
No.
All right.
No, because that's you and V's thing.
What?
The Arrowverse.
Well, V's wasn't here, so maybe we should have.
I know,
Netflix.
man. Yeah, man, dude. As soon as we finish this, I'm about to go watch the Netflix, dude.
All right, so it's time for the final blow. Ozzy, what you got for me?
Like I said, man, I'm excited about this Titans trailer. And I don't know. I still am trying to wrap my head around it. Oh
man, Ozzy, I need you to give me a final blow. Like you gotta have a final blow ready. Like if this is it and the fate of the world is in your hands and you gotta deliver a final blow, that's what you got.
My final blow is make sure you're registered to vote and get out and vote in
There
November
it is. I like that.
because
There it is.
you should vote like your life depends on
Come
it
on.
because I promise you, for other people, for some people, your life does depend on it. So think hard, be educated, be aware. Don't fight.
Wow.
Don't scream at people once you start talking to people. Everybody's got a different perspective, man. You know.
Yeah, I know. Like we do.
That's
You like Flash, I
that.
like Arrow.
Yeah, right. And even though Flash is better, it doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. It's just different.
Flash is so much better that he'd rather watch his mom die than save her.
Well, he tries
Because
to,
he's
man.
so much better of a person.
Well, but you understand why he did that,
Oh no,
though.
I understand it, but he's the better person though.
He is the better person because the ramifications of if you would have, again, he did a very selfless thing.
Yeah,